Pagers used by the militant group Hezbollah exploded near simultaneously Tuesday, September 17th, in Lebanon and Syria, killing at least 9 people, including a 9-year-old girl, and wounding nearly 3,000. The attack in Lebanon started on the afternoon of September 17th, when pagers in their owners' hands or pockets started heating up and then exploding. Video and images taken at the scene show substantial carnage as first responders arrived and panic among bystanders. Hezbollah and the Lebanese government blamed Israel for what appeared to be a sophisticated remote attack like something out of a Mission Impossible movie. While Israel has not yet claimed responsibility, an American official speaking to AP on the condition of anonymity because he wasn't authorized to discuss the information publicly said that immediately after the operation was over, his agency was briefed by Israel about how small amounts of explosives were secreted into pagers and simultaneously detonated remotely. That official offered no detail about how the explosives were put into the pagers and what the time frame needed to carry out the operation was, or whether Israel's covert agency Mossad had done it. Despite the confusion, it appears that most of those hit were members or linked to members of Hezbollah, whether fighters or civilians. It was not immediately clear if people with no ties to Hezbollah were also hit or what the extent of the collateral damage was. The manufacturing trail of the pagers is a lesson in global commerce. The model used in the attack was Gold Apollo's AR-924. Gold Apollo is based in Taiwan, and Taiwan's Ministry of Economic Affairs said in recent years the company has exported 260,000 sets of pagers. The ministry added that it has no records of direct exports of those pagers to Lebanon. Gold Apollo's website described the AR-924 as quote-unquote rugged before the product was removed from the site after the attack. The pager contains a rechargeable lithium battery and is supposed to have up to 85 days of battery life, which makes it attractive to customers in Lebanon, where electricity outages have been common after years of economic collapse. Pagers also run on a different wireless network than mobile phones, and that makes them the go-to during emergencies, which is why many hospitals worldwide still rely on them. As far as Hezbollah goes, they use pagers to duck Israel's electronic surveillance on mobile phone networks in Lebanon. But company chairman Su Ching Kwang told the press that those used by Israel weren't built by Gold Apollo. They were built by a company called BAC Consulting, based in Budapest, Hungary, under a licensing agreement that's existed for a couple of years. The Gold Apollo chairman said, quote, according to the cooperation agreement, we authorize BAC to use our brand trademark for product sales in designated regions, but the design and manufacturing of the products are solely the responsibility of BAC, end quote. BAC Consulting's business records show it was registered on May of 2022. Company revenue was $725,768 in 2022 and $593,972 in 2023. BAC is registered to a Cristiana Rosaria Barcini Arcidiacono, who describes herself as a strategic advisor and business developer on her LinkedIn page. Among other positions, Barcini Arcidiacono says on the page that she has served on the board of directors of the Earth Child Institute, a sustainability group. However, that group does not list Barcini Arcidiacono as among its board members on its website. Attempts by several media outlets to reach her were unsuccessful. At the supposed BAC headquarters in a building in a residential neighborhood of Budapest, AP journalists saw the names of multiple companies, including BAC Consulting, posted on pieces of paper on a window. A woman who emerged from the building declined to give her name. Following the attack, Hezbollah vowed it would continue its normal strikes against Israel as part of what it describes as a support front for its ally Hamas and Palestinians in Gaza. In a statement, a Hezbollah rep said, "This path is continuous and separate from the difficult reckoning that the criminal enemy must await for its massacre on Tuesday. This is another reckoning that will come, God willing." Lebanon Health Minister Firas Abiad told journalists that the wounded had been sent to various area hospitals to avoid any single facility being overloaded, and added that Turkey, Iraq, Iran, Syria, and Egypt had offered to help treat the patients. He also said that an Iraqi military plane had landed in Beirut carrying 15 tons of medicine and medical equipment. This unorthodox action is certainly in response to Hezbollah's rocket attacks across Israel's northern border that have increased since the IDF invaded the Gaza Strip last October, and it comes in the wake of a Houthi missile strike on Israel a few days ago that caused panic at Ben Gurion Airport and a temporary halt to flights, but resulted in no casualties and only minor damage to an escalator at a metro station. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has sworn revenge on the Houthis, similar to airstrikes conducted on the Yemeni port of Hodeidah a few months ago. This situation surrounding Israel isn't getting any less complicated as we approach the first anniversary of the Hamas terror attack on southern Israel that kicked off this phase of hostilities. And obviously, the prospect for peace in the region is very low at this point. Okay, that'll do it for this episode. We'll keep you updated as the information becomes available, so if you're not already a subscriber, become one so you don't miss anything going forward. And in the meantime, I look forward to talking to you again very soon.